am here with Mark Salmon. He is with Compass Realty. And you know, Mark, you have always come on and given us some great insight to city council meetings and measures that are happening. But I kind of heard a little bit of a rumor that you are related to the president or who's in charge of the board there. So give us some
No,
insight. What's happening there? What are they thinking and what's currently going on?
yeah, you're probably talking about my buddy Scott Robbins, and obviously not nearly related, nor friendly, frankly, and unfortunately. But Scott's been he's just been a nuisance, frankly, since he's joined the city council, and it's been a struggle for our industry, certainly dealing with him. And nothing changed as of last night's meeting and what he was proposing. And he was the one that threw the motion on the table, I think back in November. He's been very agitated with short-term vacation rentals. This was another way to attack that, to attack tourism, and to try to shift the conversation from our economy to the housing problem, which are not related in this case,
Hmm.
by trying to set a cap on the number of second homes in South Lake Tahoe.
So, I don't live up here in South Lake Tahoe. Don't get mad at me, anybody. But, as someone who doesn't live here, I find that a little interesting that they would want to cap that because it's almost like you're putting a chokehold on somebody or the community. What's your insight on that?
Yeah, that's the situation. I mean, why would you bite the hand that feeds you? And that's what we continue to do in this community. Not everybody for sure, but I think just people need to be more involved in the conversation, understand what's going on, the dynamics with our local government, and recognizing that city council runs the whole show here. And so not our city manager, not our city attorney, not our city staff. And then we need to be vocal at these meetings to listen to this stuff because this was something that only popped on my radar who is involved because of South Tahoe Now and their reporting. I saw the article, saw this, and recognized like, yeah, this is insane. Imagine saying, hey, no more second homes in South Lake Tahoe. We've reached our maximum. And we just want to turn all that business away that's going to simply go to other parts of the Tahoe Basin to help fund their economy and their infrastructure and support their restaurants and support small businesses and or completely leave the area entirely. Makes no sense.
Yeah, because we kind of talked about this the other day where it seriously affects small businesses, who is going to be here and who's going to be feeding the economy here. And if you just stop and say no more, then it's a resort town. And we kind of talked about that the other day too, where it's just kind of what happens in resort towns. They tend to be a little more on the high end. And so how do you continue or to just cut people off? But you mentioned something the other day also about an inclusionary ordinance. Can you give me some information on that?
Yeah, absolutely. And you said it right. I mean, trying to control or over-regulate the folks that come into our town to support small businesses is insane. The discretionary income for our locals is far lower than you would see for second homeowners and visitors that come in from affluent areas. And so, they're able to support our economy much better. The inclusionary housing fund is a different argument for sure, but that is something our local builders are paying to for homes that are deemed as too large for the area. And I know we're running short on time. We'll have to catch up on that one next time, but I appreciate the opportunity to speak.
Thanks, Mark.